by the refereeing team. With referee Patience Madu Ndidi, Nigeria. Assistants Donizeta Kumbeira, Malawi, and Mariam Chidad. It's a big moment for the locals and for women's football, of course, in Africa. Here we'll see the setup. It's a 4-3-3 for both teams. Jackie Tua, just 18 years old, goalkeeper. She's conceded 6 so far this tournament. Not had the easiest time. Same goes for her back four. Diamond Dan, Rocky Joof, Jenny Tisdale and Marceline Moore. In midfield 3, Success Gay, Mbassi Darbo and Ruth Wesse. And the front 3, Sylvia Pine, Kanti Sai and Mabinti Kamara. Kamara easily the eldest in the squad, or at least in the starting 11. Eldest by 3 years, only at 28, very youthful squad. To determine goals itself, fairly new to the scene. There are the match officials. The pre-match admin, the 2 captains. More there, right back for determined goals. And Aziza Rabat of ASFAR, centre back. And the 2 teams switching sides, seemingly, after the coin toss. VAR there in effect, if required tonight, as it will be throughout the tournament. More signs of the progress here in the CAF Women's Champions League. It was only available in the latter stages of last tournament, but here throughout on this occasion. There's the ASFAR team setup, as mentioned, 4-3-3 as well. Khadija Eremici, goalkeeper. She's had a very good tournament so far. Back four, as mentioned, Benzina over to the right, Akbamanti in the centre, along with Rabat and Ghislaine Shiri, the left back. Midfield 3, Siam Bukami, Fatima Damos and Ida El-Mestor, just the 17 years of age, as mentioned, as is Umaima Harkouch. She'll be flanked by Amamu Dua and Fatima Tagnaut, the woman of the match, scoring both penalties in the 2-1 win against Buffaloes a few days ago. Now into the final seconds before kick-off. Not as much to play for in this game as in the other Group A finale, but certainly pride still at stake. The hosts will want to go through with the maximum 9 points. Determined goals will look to avoid becoming the first club to lose all 3 group games at the CAF Women's Champions League. The referee blows the whistle and away we go in Rabat. Determined goals get us underway. Match day 3 of the CAF Women's Champions League. Hosts ASFAR take on the Liberian champions. Determined goals top of the league, bottom in the final match of Group A. ASFAR in all white, shooting from right to left. Determined goals in turquoise. And ASFAR now with the ball for the first time. They'll look to make an instant impact. They played well early in that previous game against Green Buffaloes, found themselves behind somewhat against the run of play. To make sure the same doesn't happen here. free kick of the game goes the way of Determined Girls. Sunshine Akrabanti, early foul. Robert Larty, coach of Determined Girls. 49 years old. Joined the club in August this year. No stranger to the football community in Liberia, having won no fewer than 17 trophies with various clubs across the divisions in the men's domestic leagues. Now moving into the women's game. No, that fouled that time, and ASFAR will look to come away with the ball. There's some space ahead of Elmer Stewart, the teenager, but crowded out on that occasion. She's again losing out again though. Real direction on the pass though. Tagged out. Distinctive dyed dreadlocks played a huge role in that crucial win last time. Of course, converting the 2 penalties, but dictating throughout. Very deserving of her Women of the Match award. The free kick goes the way of the visitors. Mohamed Aliwa watching on. Young manager, 13 years younger than his opposite number at 36. One of the Champions League first timers on the sidelines. Forwards, but not finding Abinti Camera, who then commits the foul on Mudua. This may now just look to settle things down a bit. Kick though, not finding the desired target. She was solid again, conceding her first goal of the tournament. Didn't let it affect her, and didn't concede again as her team came back to beat Buffaloes 2-1. A decent start from Determined Girls though. They did struggle in their opener against Buffaloes. 1-0 the final score, 2 goals in the space of barely a minute in the first half, which saw them 3-0 down at the half-hour mark. It's a real blow to their morale in that game. They did well, arguably, to hang on, remain the 4-goal margin at the final whistle. Safety first from Rocky Joff. Want to take it quickly, short, T-tag now, to lift it in. Well held, no, not well held by Jackie Tua. Referee's blowing the whistle. It will be a free kick for Determined Girls. That's a lucky escape for the keeper. Catching it between her legs, found its way out of her hands and was rushed home by Bukami. seemingly in some pain. The referee deeming it a free kick. Looks like she may have taken a boot to the hand. So a brief break in play while she's seen to by the medical team. Larty makes his way back to his seat on the sidelines. Tua back up, and seemingly no need for the substitute keeper. Plenty of local fans. ASFAR very much the dominant force in Moroccan women's football. The record 13-time Moroccan women's champions. Won the last 7 in a row. Won the ball straight back again here. Tagging out, looking for options. Hanging it off right to Dua. Whipped it in. Headed away by Rocky Juve. Only temporarily though, back to Tagnout. Again finding Dua. Will this delivery be more successful? Just to delay it off instead. Tagnout. All the way back to Benzina. He cuts inside well, beats her opposite number, but the shot straight at Jackie Tua. First shot on target, or at least legitimate shot on target for the hosts. Benzina lead off the pitch, but German girls, perhaps unsportingly, continuing. It appeared she was looking for some help from the sidelines, taking a blow to her torso. But the German girls either unmoved or unaware, playing on, rotating quickly, and brought forwards, but ultimately too far forwards. By camera. Zina still down. She will now receive that medical treatment. Perhaps a back problem. 24 years old, Noela Benzina. Part of the back line that held strong against that late barrage after ASFAR were reduced to 10 against Buffalo's last time out. She is going to need to be careful during this match, if she's able to continue, of course. One yellow away from suspension, so you wouldn't want to miss the semi-final. Redouani will be back in time for that semi. Still to right back, you'd imagine. It's a VAR decision that saw her dismissed. The referee advised to go to the pitch side monitor. She had, deciding the red card was the correct decision. Redouani given her marching orders. Benzina back on the pitch, seemingly not in too much discomfort. Heading away, 2 consecutive throw-ins. Giving away, it's another one. Tamil goals gradually working their way up the touchline via consecutive throw-ins. That one flicked on and out of play for an ASFAR goal kick. Michi takes it short to her captain. Attempted through ball for Chiri. It's dealt with by Marceline Moore. Been heavily involved, the 17-year-old, in these early stages. Recovered there after a nervy moment for the Tamil backline. Ultimately just moves forwards. 4-0, come back at them. Forwards to Bukami, another player on yellow shorts of a suspension. That's a lovely ball forwards from Tagnaut, finding El Mestor in acres of space. She's still got it, an easy run between two defenders. Then all the time in the world for Chiri, but nonetheless, miss it well wide. Beautiful ball. Out most of the determined girls team. Almost thought maybe trying to do a little too much. She'll likely have plenty more opportunities. There was another one, but one escaping her too. 17 years of age, the continent's biggest stage for women's football. A few early nerves, hardly surprising if they are there. Rabat, the captain, far more experienced, more than double her age, 36. Chiri with a nice first touch towards the box, but good tackle by Moore. Looks like she might have hurt herself in the process. Still down. Referee coming over to have a check on her. It's not just her who's down though. Tagnaut also down, and the home fans won't like to see that. It's the first game between the Tamil girls and ASFAR. ASFAR facing West African opposition at the CAF Women's Champions League for the third time. 2021, they opened up their campaign with a 3-0 win over Rivers Angels of Nigeria, a game in which Sana Sudi scored a hat-trick. She remains the only player to do so at the finals. Be ASFAR corner. To on her toes. Corner taken quickly. driven into the danger area. Benzina unable to get a foot on the rebound. It's Dua having switched wings with the cross-come shot. Cutting across the ball. Tua doing well to parry away. Be a little too close to Benzina for comfort. No harm done on this occasion. Tagging out, seemingly fine to continue as well. Tenacious from Success Gay, but a little too tenacious, in the opinion of the referee. Out, switching play. Seemingly Cheery able, no, unable to keep the ball in. Bounce fading her slightly. Ball having crossed the line, according to the lineswoman. Return pass. Too soft though, and here come ASFAR again. Space for Cheery to pick out a pass, and she does. It is El Mastur again. Taken out, surrounded by players, managing to keep possession. Some space for Bukami. Dua. Final touch comes off the winger. Be out for a goal kick. Didn't start the first game. Looked eager to prove herself in the second. But everything came off. It was somewhat frustrating at times. She did enough to earn herself another start here in the final group game. Surprisingly few changes from Aliwa, considering they are confirmed to be going through. No rest for his players. Obviously, as mentioned, the two 17-year-olds, Hal Couch and El Mestor, playing, but other than that, largely the same team. In the second game, barring the suspension for Redouani. Pine not able to keep the ball there after the challenge. Safety first from Jenny Tisdale. Another knock for the home side. Bukami this time was studs up, challenge to the ankle there. ASFAR maybe with a chance here. They were brought down in the box, but legally, says the referee. Goes for handball. Again, nothing given. After the frustration of the home crowd. Bukami having a word with the referee, inquiring about one, if not both, incidents. Of course, VAR there to intervene if necessary. Referee does have a finger to her ear. And indeed, VAR are checking. Close call for Diamond Dan, the slide tackle, but she does appear to have got the ball. And it looks like it will just be an ASFAR free kick. Benzina takes, back underway. Akbamadzi finding Chiri on the left wing. Nice drop of the shoulder from the skipper. Knocked on by El Mestor. Space here for Chiri. Pick out a cross, and she does so. Dua just sit up in the air though, not able to bring it down. Tagging out, looking for options, choosing a safe one. Chiri knocks it on. El Stores touch Beta again. Risky from Sylvia Pine there. Taken out, frustrated by some of her teammates, but she found a nice pass either way. And again, laying it off to a 17-year-old teammate. Madzi seemingly caught. Free moves play on. This time it will be a free kick though. From a promising position, but ASFAR take it quickly. And to catch the Tamagos unaware. Taken out, trying to let the ball come across her there. On the right wing, number 11 seemingly with that free roll again, free to orchestrate play. She does so well. Do it with the cross. It's high into the middle, over the head of El Mestor. And the free kick goes the way of the Taman girls. Oh, lovely play from Tagnaut. Marking herself out as one of the stars of this tournament in the group stage. She became the first player to score in 2 editions of the CAF Women's Champions League. She's since been joined by Mamelodi Sundowns ladies Melinda Tiete. Out forever will be first in the history books. A lovely ball through, and the chance here for El Mestor, and one she takes, but the flag is up. 17-year-old thought she had her first Champions League goal. She was a fair way offside in truth. Do a nice ball through. The timing between the pair. Not quite there. Tammy girls live to fight another day. More happy with that sliding tackle from Damos. Damos certainly got stuck in the game against Buffaloes. Managed to avoid a yellow card. Had a few comings together in midfield. That free kick taken quickly, but frustrating the manager on the sidelines. Duo with space on the right wing. It's tagged out. The ball was aimed towards. Juve there to intervene at the expense of a corner. Taken short once again, Tagnaut makes her way into the box, fires in on goal. Tua turning past the post in the end. Never had quite the grip on the ball she would have liked. And with some white shirts lurking nearby. It was fortunate that it rolled in the direction it did, rather than to the waiting feet of the attackers. A chance. That's the skipper. And the header rose well, but went wide of the far post. Truth didn't even have to jump. Natural height. She was above the defender, but not able to take advantage. We have a determined goals player on the ground, and the referee does put a halt to things. Looks like it might be Sylvia Pine. Indeed it is. Up to the side of the head, perhaps. Lati with substitute ready to come on early in the game, not yet at the half-hour mark, but Amber Johnson there will become the youngest player on the pitch by some margin, which is saying something. 15 years of age, born in 2007. To make, I would imagine, most people watching feel fairly old. Her first appearance in the tournament. She does come on for the moment, back underway. Mark Ouch, the teenager, looking to the left for Cheery, but left back, not high enough up the pitch.
You don't get that control of the ball. So you say the ball will reach the problem.
Should they fail to win, Determined Girls become the second club to fail to win a single game at their debut CAF Women's Champions League finals. Yes, Monday exited the 2021 competition with one draw from 3 group games. And of course they are looking to avoid becoming the first club to lose all 3 group games. But still currently on level terms as we approach the half-hour mark. Has also remained 0-0 for now in the other Group A game between Simba Queens and Green Buffaloes. As things stand, Buffaloes would be joining ASFAR and progressing to the semi-finals, courtesy of goal difference. It's given away. A bit of space here for ASFAR to exploit. Played inside by El Mestor, who tries to lay it off, but Determined Girls come away with it. Forwards eventually won back. Not for too long. Camera storming off, looking for the return ball, but never came. And now it's down the other end. ASFAR can do a keep it in. Doesn't matter, Jackie Tua rushing out. Good reactions from the keeper, but the flag up anyway against Tua. The ball forwards for Camera to chase. It's a fair amount of pace, the number 10. Has spent a lot of the tournament playing that target role. Unenviable one at times when your team are mostly defending. Rush, dive in there. Goes unpunished. Determined Girls looking pretty determined to produce an efficient press at the front. A few tackles flying in. Looks like Damos has taken a hit at some point. been mostly one-way traffic so far. 71% of the possession for ASFAR to this point. 156 passes to the 65 of their opponents. But for now, still 0-0. Tagnaut looking to take it past Darbo, and doing so, laying it off for Dua. Again, space on the right wing. Briefly lost by Tagnaut, but sticking in a toe to win it back, and then making a run into the box. Not quite picked out by Bukami. Not a bad idea. Slightly overhit. Tagnaut looking for her third goal in 2 games. Zina. Over to Cheery. Madzi forwards to Tagnaut. Another looping ball. This one not quite going to find Cheery though. Similar to the one really did come off earlier in the game. She certainly has that in her locker. Will Artie be pleased with what he's seen so far? Defending reasonably well. They've reduced ASFAR to a limited number of chances. Escaped unscathed after the ball hit the back of the net. Rightfully disallowed by the referee. Cheery crosses in. Defended again. That is the question. Does Lati want to go out with just a point on the board? Happy to avoid that particular note in history of being the first team to lose all 3 games in their CAF Women's Champions League history. Or does he want to go out in style, making sure they get on the scoreboard at least, even if it means they may lose the game ultimately. We'll see if Buntu Silla makes an appearance later in the game. She scored a record 53 goals domestically last season. But here's a chance maybe for one of her teammates. Camera rushing in as Ghanaian centre-back Madzi got a little caught between 2 minds, maybe. Again, I said about that pace of Mabinti Camera, using it there to put the defender under pressure and win her side a corner. It's well held by Ermici. First thing she's really had to do so far, immediately looking to set Tagnaut free. She still might do. Lucky Juve. An interception which went high in the air. Able to put it out for a throw at the second time of asking. Tagnaut puts it back. Gives it off to Benzina. Ball in towards El Mestur. Jackie Tua unable to keep that from going out for a corner. Girls' 5th corner of the game so far. That one a few minutes ago for Determined Girls their first. It's in by Tagnaut. It away. Over the head of a couple of rising, taller members of the ASFAR squad. Just evading them. Rabat lifts it into the box, and it does find its way through, but not quite the control from Sian Bukami. Would have been a close call on the onside. Margie Juve not cutting it out like she'd have hoped, but just skimming the hand of the midfielder. Unable to adjust herself quickly enough. So now to another nice through ball. It's time to do up. Dawdle's all on the ball. For the first time dispossessed. Darbo. That's the right wing, but there's no winger there. Perhaps being pointed out by Robert Larty. Nicely brought down by Tagnaut. The box, the deflection on the way, finding its way to Jackie Tour eventually. Damos rushing in, just flicked on by the defender and the attacker potentially at the same time. It's the easiest to tell. Nobody getting the connection on it that they would have hoped for, and eventually easy enough for Tua to deal with. Again, Tagnaut finding space between the lines and finding the through ball, but Tua well out there. Beautifully timed, but again, Damos not quite able to get there and convert. Be a free kick of Determined Girls. Maybe the linesman deeming the other ASFAR attacker to be the offside. Yeah, Richie Chiri just about chesting it down and then beating Sylvia Pine to the ball. But composed, challenged, picking out Benzina. So we are still goalless as we enter the final 5 minutes of scheduled time in the first half.
Push back, push back. Yeah, let her play that one.
Taken out. Through ball, but the Determined Girls backline had pushed up. Played the offside trap well on this occasion. Both Dua and Harkouch offside. Determined Girls looking to play out from the back. ASFAR press. Effective as ever though. Forcing them into a rushed pass eventually. And ASFAR immediately with the ball back. Tagnout picking out Dua. Once again, time on the right wing. Maybe he's taking too much of it. Hangs onto the ball on this occasion. Still has it. He's off back to Tagnout. Nice turn. And again. Finding himself some time to pick out the ball. It's flicked on by Bukami. Out for a goal kick. And more great skill showed by Fatima Tagnout. Would see ASFAR become the first team to win 3 games in a row at the single CAF Champions League finals. We also see them win their 5th game at the finals. They become the 2nd team, along with Mamelodi Sundowns, to win 5 games in open play at the finals. Some history on offer, if not any crucial points. Tricky one there for Tua to deal with. Bouncing back pass. Tagnout on rushing. Good. Bounce out for a corner. Off the goalkeeper. This time taken in by Tagnout. Harkouch. Still just struggling to pull out of their own half. Acres of space on the left for Rabah, the captain. Nice cross. Nobody there. Tua not able to come out and get it. She will get the goal kick in the end, but decent delivery there from the skipper. Back ending up out on the left wing there after a corner, showing that she's got the skills required to put in a good cross. Now leaving it quite brilliantly for Dua. Has space, tries to cut back onto her right, but dealt with by Juve. Kami's making her way forwards. Ball into the box. Not quite there. Another player down as we head into additional time.
Additional time, 2 minutes.
Of which there will be 2 minutes. Wesse has taken the knock. Back on her feet now. There was the collision with Tagnout. To say Tagnout didn't do a lot wrong there. Stood still. Referee waving the ASFAR players away. She'll the drop ball. Into the final minute of the half. Will we get a late goal before the break? It's a great time to score. Take that momentum into the second half. Can Chiri pick out the cross to do so? On this occasion, Tagnout lining himself up for the shot, but flag up already. Close call. Fortunately, rendered moot anyway, as Tagnout shot went over. Ramos. Tagnelt. Trying to play it forwards. That one cut out. And that should be that. Referee does blow the whistle. Goalless at the break. Not for the lack of trying, particularly by the hosts. Has at times had the feeling of a dead rubber. But some good play on show nonetheless. Plenty of skill shown by ASFAR as they've had a go at the determined girls' goal. No breakthrough as yet. But it has been very much one-way traffic. 71% of possession for the hosts. 7 attempts to a single attempt from determined girls. 6 corners to 1. But for now, the scoreline still 0-0. The stat that really counts. And to see if that changes into the second period. with the hosts confirmed as qualifiers. Determined goals already relegated, but pride very much at stake and some history at stake as well. ASFAR looking to become the first team to win 3 games in a row at a single CAF Women's Champions League finals, whilst Determined Goals looking to avoid becoming the first club to lose all 3 group games. We did have the ball in the net briefly in the first half, but goal cancelled out for a foul on keeper Jackie Tua, just on screen there. Left back is Lane Cheery, heavily involved in that first half, but yet to deliver the killer ball. We'll have a substitution to start the second period. Najat Badri comes on, featured in the last game as well. She replaces Mudua on the right wing. The referee blows the whistle and gets us underway for the second half of this final group game in Group A at the CAF Women's Champions League. ASFAR in all white, now shooting from left to right. Determined Goals in their turquoise kits. Will we get some more action here in the second half? Tagged out there, involved away straight away again, gets it back on the left wing. To deliver in the ball. She did produce some great passes in that first period, but never converted. Woman of the match and the scorer of both penalties, as ASFAR confirmed their progression with a 2-1 win against Buffaloes in the last group game. She'd love to become the first player to score in conditions as she did last time. It's a teammate Cheery currently putting the ball in, and we do have the opening goal. And it's Umaima Harcouch, the 17-year-old, who puts the hosts in front. Clinical finish, clinical move, and an early birthday present 2 days before her 18th. Home fans loved that. Great ball over to Cheery. She said she hadn't delivered the killer ball in the first period. She did there, and no mistake from Harcouch, despite her tender years. Finding the top corner, no less, as Jackie Tua can only stand and stare. And the number 8 makes it 1-0. Now Determined Goals will have to attack if they want to avoid that unwanted record of becoming the first team to lose all 3 group games. But it's ASFAR straight back on the attack again. Sliding tackle, fortunate not to give away a penalty perhaps. Another one. Referee unswayed by either. It was Badri there. Made a way into the area. A substitute. Couldn't pick out a player in the middle. Aliua watches on. Rested Draidi. decision has paid off with a goal for her replacement, teenager Harkouch. There's a replay of that incident. VAR can intervene if they choose to do so. The referee has brought a halt to proceedings, but it's to introduce young Kumba Johnson, 15 years of age. Appears to be Sylvia Pine who's gone off. Indeed it is.
Substitution for Netherlander. Player number 12, Sylvia Pine, is replaced by player number 21, Kumba Johnson.
It's confirmation, number 21, Kumba Johnson. Just waiting to get back underway here. Seemingly no intervention required by VAR for that challenge. Unless that is what the referee is still waiting for. Spent a long time waiting if so. Seems captain's being brought over. Cesar Rabat. Zena involved as well. Still Marceline Moore waits on the sidelines. Still under review, this incident. More rushing out. The question is whether she got a touch on the ball. She certainly got a touch on the player. Studs up down the shin of Sian Bukami. Still VAR checks. To get worse for determined girls. The referee will head to the pitch side monitor to check. Determined girls became the first Liberian men's or women's team to qualify for a major CAF tournament finals edition since the men's national team in 2002 at the AFCON tournament in Mali. But it has been pretty tough going once they got here. Still without a goal, and a check for a red card and presumably a penalty against Marceline Moore, the right back. Certainly studs up. Dangerous challenge. Will the referee deem it to be a red card and reduce determined girls to 10? What was already a tough night could be about to get very tough. It looks like she did get the ball with her heel. She must have done for the ball to travel in that direction, but it's more about the dangerous nature of the challenge. With her studs up at ankle height, a fair amount of force ankle of Bukami. Still the referee watches on. To make her mind up. The Liberian side already without their captain, Margaret Stewart, suspended for this final group game, and what will be their final game in the tournament. Still the referee to make sure. Of course, always looks worse in slow motion. Always will be the case, but equally more informative exactly what's happened. The referee has made up her mind, and it is a penalty. The hosts will have a great chance to go 2-0 up. Fatima Tagnaut scored 2 penalties in the previous game against Buffaloes. ASFAR get another one. Moore still protesting the decision. Seems to have escaped any further punishment, unless the referee will come back to deal with that later on. It won't be Tagnaut to take this penalty though. It'll be Jack Badri, only just introduced at half-time, number 10. There's another player, 1 yellow card away from a suspension. But right now, only one thing on her mind, and that will be converting this spot kick to double her side's lead. Jackie Tua on her toes, on the goal line. Badri versus Tua. Maybe 2-0. Or Tua to save. And it's a cheekily taken penalty and a goal. And it is Fatima Tagnaut who'll convert. A penalty with shades of Henry and Perez. Their infamous penalty years ago now, also done by Barcelona. I remember Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez converting it rather more successfully than the Arsenal pair. And now, ASFAR matching them. Laid off by Badri, and Tagnaut finding the bottom corner past the presumably fairly confused Jackie Tua. And it is 2-0. Bryce smiles on the sidelines, and from goalkeeper Khadija Elmanrichi. The ASFAR players very happy with that. Return goals not particularly appreciating it. And the referee maybe intervening here. VAR maybe checking whether the ball went forwards. This would be necessary. No, we are back underway. Ball won and now delivered into the box. And Tagnaut onto it again. This one just over the top. As you can see from the scoreline, that penalty will not stand. It remains 1-0. No goal for the penalty. Hearing it may be a case of offside against Tagnaut. Some confusion, but either way, evidently that penalty too clever for its own good. Determined goals let off, and we're now with a chance to push for an equaliser, which looked very unlikely just a couple of minutes ago. Ball in the direction of Tagnaut. That one certainly offside. Well, so it was more shades of Henry and Perez than Messi and Suarez. And that penalty straight from the training ground. Now ASFAR having to do some defending of their own. I thought they were 2-0 up. Now suddenly defending a 1-0 lead. Back on the attack again. El Mestur brought down. But referee unswayed, and which continues. Tagnaut on the left wing. A nice 1-2. Couch, the goal scorer, who chases down the next pass but can't beat Rocky Diouf to it. The atmosphere in the stadium rather has changed a touch in the wake of that disallowed penalty. But now with another chance to make it 2. The crossover hit though. Kept in. Good running by Badri to prevent the goal kick. And then fouled. Can't you say the guilty party rushing in as Diamond Dan was there already. Free kick in by Tagnaut into the danger area and just about dealt with by Jackie Tua. Bukami, excuse me, with the header from very close range. But straight at the keeper. Fortunately for Tua, but did well to hold it. Back it comes again. The shot there from Badri going wide. So still no second goal for ASFAR. Tua probably had that one covered. girls with a bit more verve in their step as they look to make the most of their second opportunity in this second half. It was an early first goal. Forwards now on the right wing. Najat Badri shimmying, delivering in the cross. Well held again by Tua. Midfield battle. Extra girls briefly came out on top before giving away a free kick. Just a bit too much wrestling, in the opinion of the refereeing team. Well, the fans back in full voice again. After all, their home side certainly heading through. Lovely flick on there. Badri making her way into the box, checks back. Finds a teammate. Into the middle. Cleared. Will come back though. Damos. Good tenacity there. Picking out Tagnaut. He delivers it in and spilled by Tua. She does eventually manage to scramble onto the ball, tidy up what was a slightly messy take. No attacker near enough to take advantage. Tua stayed down. Seems to have hurt herself as she went to readjust. After sitting back down. See if he's required to use his substitute goalkeeper. ASFAR, the first host club of the CAF Women's Champions League to reach the knockout stages. Egyptian club Wadi Degla were eliminated from the 2021 tournament in the group stages. 2-1 win in their last group game against Green Buffaloes. It's the first time a team has managed to come from a goal down to win a game in the tournament's history. Of course, a very young tournament, still in its infancy. Last year, the inaugural competition, but so important for female football in Africa. Fantastic to see such growth in African women's football. And on the world stage, we've had the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, in attendance. Some of the matches. And a great level of play throughout the tournament. ASFAR certainly showing some of the best football so far. Hopefully the Group A leaders. And here on the attack again, delivered in. Jackie Tua hurt again. Collecting that ball seems to be perhaps a similar issue, and one that may prove terminal for her time in this game if she's unable to collect the ball into her chest. Then Robert Larty may have to intervene, unless it was just a collision there with Jemima Harkouch. So they did clash just after the keeper had saved the ball. Should be checked out again by the medics. Young Harkouch just wants to get on with things. As things stand, she is the match winner. Early goal in the second half, and making their own entertainment during the break in play. If ASFAR can go all the way on to win the tournament, it would see Morocco hold 4 CAF club titles simultaneously. In addition to Wydad being African champions, RS Berkane are the defending CAF Confederation Cup winners and the holders of the CAF Super Cup. If ASFAR can add themselves onto that rather illustrious list in North African football, it would delight their home crowd. Firm but fair tackle there by the captain, Aziza Rabat. And now ASFAR look to break. Tagnout checking back. Looking for another through ball between the lines, but that one only able to find Jenny Tisdale. She's made amends though. That was, in fact, Jemima Harkouch rushing down Marceline Moore. Intercepting, but then giving away the free kick. Claiming an arm to her face, but tripping the right back certainly. Free kick given against Mistor. Might have the first yellow card of the game here. We'll go to Mavinti Camera. That means she'll be suspended for the next game, but of course, determined girls won't have another game in this tournament. It's a very physical game, the number 10. Caught up with her again. Well, we're into the final 20 minutes here. It's been a slightly bizarre half. We might finally get the second goal we thought we had earlier here. The ball's cut back into the area. Badri looking for a teammate, but dealt with by Moore. Turns on the ball, asking for options. Slightly loose pass by Bukami, but recovers to keep it. One back by Camara, and off she goes. Somewhat on her own, needs some support. Chooses a shot from range, but that one a long way wide. And we may see Ibtisam Jaridi. She won both penalties in the last game, and indeed here she comes, and she will replace the teammate who converted the two penalties she won, Fatima Tagnout. brief bit of respite in this tournament for one of the standout players during it. She had the ball in the back of the net again during this game, but ruled out amid that confusing penalty. It's ultimately chalked off. Determined girls. 15 minutes to prevent themselves becoming the first team to lose all 3 group games. Like that ship might have sailed. It's taken out. Did put the ball in the net, but now back to within 1 goal, at least for now. That one's well defended. Ramadan with the sliding challenge. Zina looking to dink it through to Harkouch, the goal scorer, but unable to. Nonetheless, another throw in, and this time she has found Badri, who turns this way and that, twisting, then eventually finds Chiri on the left wing. Tackle from Marteline Moore. Will be a free kick. It's been a tough day for the right back. Gave away the penalty, flying in again. To say quite dangerously. In terms of the momentum in the tackle and the positioning just outside the box on this occasion. Aziza Rabat, the skipper, standing over the free kick as Jackie Tua arranges her wall. It's a narrow angle for a shot on goal, but certainly not impossible. So 3 players, 4 now in the wall. Plenty of options in the middle, if Rabat so chooses. 5 white shirts. So I would love a second goal to put the result beyond doubt and make up for that penalty. And it is into the mixer. Gathered up by Tua. Hard to say from this angle whether there was a touch. We'll see now. No, straight through to the keeper. And Bukami unable to get the killer touch on the ball, just ahead of extended right foot. It's straight back with the hosts again. That ball not reaching teammate though from Benzina. Soon again. Straight back with her though. Nice turn that time. Kami beats Darbo to the ball. Space on the left for Chiri. This has been the case many times throughout the game. Lifted in and found, and it's a stunning second goal. That one will definitely count. And it is the substitute, Ibtisam Draidi. What a way to make your introduction to the game. Down to the right of Jackie Tua. There's no doubt about that one. Great ball out to the left. And Chiri delivering, as she had so many times this game, but this time finding Draidi in the middle, who swung a left boot at it and made the perfect connection. Evading Tua and surely wrapping up the win for the hosts. She was the match winner in the opening game, the 1-0 win over Simba Queens. And then, as mentioned, won both penalties in the second game. And now gets the second in the third group game. Tua seems to have hurt herself in her attempts to keep that attempt out. Now down for the third time in fairly quick succession. In truth, not sure why she's persisting in so much pain when her team's fate has been sealed for some time, since the second match a few days ago. But credit to her, wants to carry on, see out the rest of her team's time in the tournament. Does look pretty uncomfortable though. Some damage to the ribs. But Lati watches on. To make a change, and we haven't seen it. The goalkeeper warming up on the sidelines whilst Tua is treated. Two goals and 2 assists now for Sam Draidi in the tournament. And Tagnaut very much the standout stars for ASFAR. Have another substitution. See if this one can make as quick an impact as Draidi did. It will be number 3, Ikram Benjadi, come on to replace Bukami. Defender, full midfielder. Benjadi, just 19 years of age. Making her first start of the tournament. Jackie Tua is back on her feet again. Will continue. Where on the sidelines, this is Susan Bart. Yet to be called upon. Two are just 18, so is the number 1, Princess Wea. Susan Bart, older than the pair combined, 41. There's Tua. Be hers again, this time her left foot, but collecting the ball nonetheless and delivering it out to a teammate. Countess Sayi. Darbo. Nearly getting in there. Most convincing touch from El Mestor, but Tammy Girls unable to capitalise. First involvement for the substitute, but just giving the ball away. Here is a chance for determined girls. Shot on target for Ravinti Kamara. But in truth, not overly troubling Yaramichi. Perhaps pleased to have something to do for the first time in quite a while. They're on the attack again. Better showing here in the very late stages of this game. Into the 84th minute now, but determined girls determined to go down fighting. had a better second involvement for young Benjadi. Intervening, safety first, back to her keeper. There's another change this time for Determined Girls. Number 18, Catherine Henry, will replace Kemba Johnson, who was, you'll remember, a substitute earlier in the second half, 15-year-old. With a brief introduction to CAF Champions League football, but one she'll surely be telling her friends about at school. How many 15-year-olds get to play Champions League football? Very few. Nice team move there, but not quite the final pass. Badri looking to finish things off with a third. Now Determined Girls on the attack. Good defending from the captain though. And once again, camera heavy-handed, too much so, giving away the free kick. Oh, from the first time, not just in this match, too much so in the tournament. It off. Jadi. Forwards by Benzina. Step over from Badri. Playing it back to Benjadi. To the right winger. Looks for options. It's a lovely ball forwards. Just taken on by Drady. Trying to find a pullback, cut out by the Determined Girls back line. Again, failing to reach the halfway line though. Neither team able to keep possession just now. There's space on the left here for Chiri again to produce another assist. No, missed by everyone, including Tua, running all the way through. Diamond Dan to clear. Find Saeed on the left. And Determined Girls find their first and likely only goal of the tournament here in the dying stages. Like to go home with that consolation. Have a free kick here. Shove in the back from Benzina, which earns her a yellow card and means she'll miss the semi-final. Silly mistake to make, cost yourself. Roll in the semis. In the final minutes of a dead rubber with 2 minutes on the clock. One she'll surely regret once the final whistle blows. Ruth Wessey to take the free kick. Put it in to the box. Running all the way through for Amici to gather up comfortably. And a chance to counter-attack here as Marteline Moore gets it a bit wrong. Good composure by young Huda El Mestor there to keep possession. Get away from two determined girls players. To the right with another teenager in Benjadi. Zina there, forwards and on to Drady. Checks back, tries her luck, immediately blocked by Ruggy Juve. Neither she nor Dan able to keep it from going up for a corner though. Seeing the flag had already gone up against Drady. It's a very close call. Dan keeps it in. And then wins a throw. Saeed trying to rush forwards. Darbo. The ball not finding the feet of Saeed, looks fairly defeated. We'll have 6 minutes of additional time after that long delay with the VAR review.
Additional time, 6 minutes.
Rabat. But again, Tachiri on the left. Just had so much joy down that left wing. Trying to find Drady in the middle, just over the head of the number 9 on this occasion. ASFAR have a free kick. We'll have another late substitution for determined girls. Okay, success makes her way off.
Substitution for determined girl.
You're replaced by Gertrude Gerbomu.
Replaced by number 15, Gertrude Gerbomu.
Defender coming on. Speculative effort from long range there. Jackie Tua gathers up. It was Rabat, the captain, from a good 30 yards out. It was a good effort, dipping on target. There's a substitute, her first touch. It's a good one. Olmu finding a teammate, and here is a chance for that goal. But Dan tackled by Benjadi. And does well to clear. Find a teammate on the right wing, Harkouch. ASFAR get a free kick. Look at that. The brief moments of pressure they've had to withstand. And Zina having pushed back up into the midfield now, with Benjadi taking that role at right back. Ridwani will presumably reclaim it in the semi-final. Cross in, here's the chance for the third, but Tua saves it. Is that a penalty though? Keeper stays down. She rushed into the back of Badri. She tried to clean up, having spilled the initial shot. It's a good cross in, cleared away by Juve, but then chested, and the shot doing enough to trouble Tua, with El Mestur with that shot dipping, keeper unable to hold on to it, rushing to get to the ball, and just a clash of legs seemingly between Badri and Tua. Been in the wars, the keeper. Must be about the 5th time she's had to have some treatment in the course of the game, at least. down in Juve. Not for long, helped up by the referee. On. Keeper still down. To see how many minutes the referee will add on to the 6 that we've already had. 4 stoppages. Either way, Fatima Tagnaout enjoying herself on the sidelines. Seemingly not overly bothered by that goal that was taken away from her after the penalty. Looking forward to the semi-finals now. Her side having gone through with all 9 points available from their 3 group games. There's that second goal. The first goal, rather, sorry, from our couch. And there the second. Brilliantly converted volley by Draidi. And they'll now look for a third. Badri putting it on to Draidi. 2 players down on the pitch, 1 from each side. And Zina tries her luck, but that one comfortably out enough gathered up by Jackie Tua. It's Ruth Wessey who's down, holding her head. The play continues, but only for that long. There is the final whistle. 2-0 at full time, and ASFAR go through with a perfect record from the group phase. Still, Ruth Wessey down, seeking assistance. Mohamed Aliwa delighted with what he's seen from his side in these first 3 games. They've made a statement. They are the hosts, and they will continue potentially as favourites now, you'd have to say. They've become just the 2nd team to win their 5th game at the finals, along with Mamelodi Sundowns, and they have become the first team to win 3 games in a row at a single World Women's Champions League finals. It's been a tough few days for Robert Larty, but his side, albeit